Hey, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. Thanks for stopping by and please subscribe. So it's time to set up my work planner for 2023 and I'm a little nervous because I have a lot going on here and I want my work planner to work for me. I really want it to be the best work planner ever. I want to be productive this year, you guys, more productive than I have been. And I know you've seen me put out a lot of videos and stuff, but behind the scenes, I'm all over the place. I'm scatterbrained. I can't seem to get it together with knowing what I have to do when. I keep missing things or forgetting things and I'm a planner. I should be able to do this, right? So we're going to dive back in and be more consistent this year in my work planner. And I think this is going to help, like the way I have it set up. Okay, so first off, let's talk about this beautiful cover. If you saw my planner lineup video, you'll know I'm using this one. This is from Live Love Posh. I will link it for you. It is still available as of the time of this filming in her shop. And it's like quilted and squishy and like, come on. I mean, it feels workish to me. I'm gonna do some combining, some frankenplanning, whatever you wanna call it, putting different things together. And yes, I know this does not have any discs. This is the guts. I took the discs off because they were clear and I wanted to put them on my other planner. So we're gonna just dive in and start. First up, let's put some discs on this baby. So I'm gonna be using tortoise shell discs. What? I'll link these for you. They're so pretty. They are plastic, which I prefer the metal discs, but I like these. I think they're really cool and they feel workish to me, you know? So let's do it. I'm just gonna start putting these on the cover. Whoops. And then we'll talk about what else we're gonna do. This part's boring. Yes, I know. Okay, so the discs are on. Discs is hard to say, in case you're wondering. Like, if I say it weird, sometimes it's like, it's hard to say discs over and over again. Okay, so I'm going to be using the dashboard weekly pages in here. Now, these are undated and I'm going to date them as I go probably, but this is what they look like. I love the long task list in the sidebar. That is perfect for my needs. And we're just going to put these in for the week, but we're going to be combining it with the monthly pages, like I said. So this happy planner is from 2022. It's dated, but it's only dated really on the monthly. So I'm okay with that because this part does not have like the year or anything. And this obviously is the same. So I can just take these pages out. The monthly I can switch up. Now I can do one of two things. I can either redate the monthlies with stickers, which is possible, or combine a monthly page from another planner and like put the pages together. And I don't really know which one I'd like to do. Like they both seem like a lot of work and I don't like combining the pages. I'm gonna have to do that anyway, so it's gonna be thicker. But I also don't like redating all of them either. So I'm kind of torn. Okay, I had to stop the video because when I do this, it's so much brain power. I had to really stop and think what I was gonna do. The reason I wanted to switch these pages originally, I think, was mainly because I wanted different dividers because I was kind of bored with these. I've seen these before, you know, and I kind of wanted the dividers in here, even though they're not really my jam, but they're like very work-like to me, simple, and it just made sense for my work planner. It matches the cover and all that. But the issue that I was just talking about was that I didn't want to redate it. But then I realized, wait a minute. And this is what I mean by like, I get confused when I'm doing these because there's so much going on. There's so many things to think about. But what I didn't realize is like, this is undated, so I'd have to date them anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is start by redating the months and either covering this up with another divider, which would make it kind of thick, or just leave them. I don't really look at the dividers that much, and they really are cute. It just, I didn't think it felt work-like to me, but I might just leave them because I think that that's easier and it will make the planner less bulky. The other thing I could have done is, since I'm combining these pages, I could have started the month Okay, so here's what the month looks like, and then it goes right into your weekly pages. I could have kept this month and gone right into this and then put the monthly layout part in the back. But I decided I want the monthly layout part in the front because that's going to be my landing page for the month. So what it's going to be like, and I'm sorry if this is confusing you. I'm confused in general too. So what, I guess I didn't explain it well, but what I'm planning to do is start it with having a monthly landing page. And then these pages are the things that I write my products on for the video links. I just keep track of it that way. And then I have a couple of blank pages, and then I'm going to go into my weekly pages. I would prefer to have the blank pages at the very end instead of before the weekly pages, but I don't want to do too much combining, and so I think this is going to be the easiest way. As far as the currently page goes, we'll see how it works. I need to really think this out as I'm putting these other pages in there. But let's just start by taking out the monthly pages here. I think I'm only going to do probably about 3 months, maybe 4 months, depending on how much will fit in here, because there's going to be a lot of pages for each month. There's a lot of things I have to keep track of, as I said. So let's get started. I don't want this page, I don't think. So let's look in this one. I think I might use the name page from this book. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels good. It feels right to me. So let's use this name page. And like I said, I might take these, but I might not. I don't know. So sometimes these videos are like, I'm trying to figure it out as I go along, and I'm showing you that process. So if you think I'm sort of like scattered with the way I'm doing this, and that you're like, why didn't she just decide and then show us what she's doing? The reason is I kind of like to think through it with you sometimes. Not always, but since this particular video is a full video and I'm not setting up other planners in it, it just made sense to sort of take you through my thought process as to what I'm doing, so that number one, you don't feel alone in being confused about this stuff, and number two, I just feel like it's helpful for you to see my process, you know what I mean? So that is what the plan was anyway. I don't know if I'm going to need these pages, but I might. I think I am going to put them in. It might be helpful for me in some way, but I don't know. I don't know, but okay. Let's take these out. Put them in here. I'm going to glue this page to that one. I don't know. Maybe I'll just use this name page, honestly. It's going to match all the dividers, right? And I don't think I'm going to mess with putting dividers together just to have the dividers, because the dividers aren't honestly that important to me. But it would kind of make sense to just keep this all together and make it easier on myself. So let's do that. I feel like these tortoiseshell discs don't really match these dividers, but again, I don't really care that much. So yeah, so what I'm going to do right now is just start by putting all of this into here, and then I'm going to combine it with other stuff. Actually, not all of this, because we're only going to be doing several months at a time. I'm going to try for 6 months and see how thick it is, because I hate like resetting up my planner all the time. I know a lot of people are like, yay, it's time to set up my planner again, you know, for this month or for the next 3 months, but I don't like to do it. I don't like to do it because it takes time. It's annoying. And then I can't see like all the months. Like, I'm somebody who likes to see a lot of months at once in my planner so that I can flip back and forth, like either flip forward and write stuff down in the future or flip backwards and check on something that I did. So I like having as much in there as I possibly can, combined with the fact that I don't like to set it up. That's why I like to have as much in there as possible, but we're gonna hope we can fit 6 months in here. I'm not sure it's gonna work because I have those other pages to put in. I don't decorate this planner that much, so I don't know that I'm gonna have a lot of stickers in here. I shouldn't say that. I actually do decorate it a lot. But I don't know if I'm going to decorate it every week this year. We'll see. I think I'm going to be more minimal, I guess, with my decorating in this planner because I need a lot of room to write. So I'm not sure. So we are up to July. I may be switching up things in July anyway, so that sort of makes sense. Now we're going to go back here. Okay. So we're going to keep these 2 pages if we can. And then I guess I'm going to do this. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this is good. The currently pages are the same, so I can just do this. Put that there. And then I'm going to take some, whoops, look at this. Seriously, it has been a week of setups and lineups and all stuff all over. This is Tombow mono adhesive tape. And I use this to put stuff in my planner. Like, you know, jeez, put stuff in my planner. I use it to like adhere pages together or put in scrapbook paper. It's the best they've found, and I just get refills of it. So I'll link that for you. But when you're combining pages, you literally just like line it up and then sort of drop it down and smooth it out. So there we go. So that way it goes right from the blank pages, which I always need every month in my work planner, whether it's for like, you know, meetings with companies or just things coming up or just jotting down Patreon stuff, whatever. I need that. Okay. And it's going to go right into the weekly. So that's good. I'm going to do that for every month, and then I'll come back and we'll date some of this stuff. Somehow all the pages in this planner got wrinkled, and it's really bothering me. Do you see that little, it's like on every page, and I don't know how that happened unless it came like that, but I'm not happy about it. I'm just going to live with it though, because I don't think I have another, I might have another one, but I use these like undated dashboard pages for my Patreon members for their spreads, and I don't want to give them wrinkled ones. So I'm going to take one for the team and put up with the wrinkles so that they don't have to. I know, aren't I a kind person? All right, let's keep going. Okay, I just realized, and this is like why I get confused using outdated planners sometimes, like I just realized that these pages aren't relevant because the dates are wrong. You probably realized that before me, but what I may just do is just, since I'm not using them, just get rid of them altogether. So I want to keep this page, so I guess I'll just like glue this together. And like this does have 2023 on it. I don't really need 2022, but I mean, that's fine. I just feel like I want to get rid of these because I'm not going to be using them, you know. Whoops, this is out. Uh-oh, I might need to buy more because I have more combining to do. And I only have 2 of these left. It should last me though, it should last me. Okay. So let me grab the Essential Dates and Numbers sticker book. So this is new from the Happy Planner for the winter release, and it's great because there's all sorts of numbers, but it also has a page for every month, and this one's January. I already used some of those, but these are made for the monthly, so I'm going to go ahead and redate this. And actually, I guess I'm going to redate every month. It's going to be kind of a pain, but I feel like it needs to be done. Usually when I'm redating these monthlies, I will have another planner right here with the dates, or I just flip back to this. January starts on Sunday, so this is going to be tricky because like I'm going to have to white some of these out. That's fine. So I'm just going to start here and put in all the numbers. Yeah, let's go. Okay, what I'm going to do here is white out the rest of the numbers just with a gel pen. I'm also going to white out that line because I don't need it there, and it's going to give me more space to write. And I think I'm going to do the other months later just because I have a lot of setup videos to do. I'm also starving and I want to eat lunch, which is maybe you're in the microwave going right now, heating up some leftover Chipotle. But yeah, I will do all the other months, maybe when I'm sitting and watching TV or something, you know what I mean? I'd rather do that than sit here under the camera and do it. So we also have 2022 up there, so we're just going to, I don't know, we could cover that up with a sticker, or we could just do this. I actually don't even need to have the date on there, but I can just like write in a 3 when that dries, you know? Like, it's not a big deal to me. Like, my work planner is mostly functional. I write all over the place. So how I use my monthly, that's my Chipotle here. How I use my monthly for work is over here. I typically will write the videos that I need to film that month or other video ideas. So it looks like a mess at the end of the month, just so you know. Like, it's actually really, really messy. But I'll put like videos there, and then I'll take those videos and intersperse them. So I'll schedule out my videos for the month, usually at the end of the previous month. I haven't been using my work planner as much as I said, so I'm excited to get back into like having a calendar with the videos on it, because sometimes I just have it on lists, you know what I mean? Someone's here to say hi. I know you haven't seen her in a while. My microwave's yelling at me. This is Bumble. If you're new to my channel, she's my pup. Say hi, Bumble. Oh my gosh, she's burping. Are you burping? Did you burp in the microphone? She hates it when I put her over the desk because she's like, I don't like that. What are you doing? All right, so I'm going to take a break and have my Chipotle. And even though they messed it up, yes, I got the wrong order, but that's okay. And let me just write in the 3 here. Whoops, that was not dry enough to do that, but I don't care that much. There we go. Perfect. Perfectly imperfect. So now when I come back, we'll talk about the rest of this. Okay, I'm back and I feel more nourished. I'm starting to feel sick. That's why never mind. I was gonna say that's why I took off this, because I was hot, like I was getting like sick and hot. Now it's back on. In the past, I've used this monthly landing page for a few things. I've used it for Patreon tasks that happen every month. I've used it for income tracking, but most of the income tracking I would usually do on the currently page here. Expenses, I would use it for tracking like my posts. I was trying to do this where I would like fill in what days I posted and stuff, but I'd like to maybe get back to that, but it was hard to keep up with. I used it to track the sponsored videos that were going to be put out that month, and then like if the sponsors paid me and who I invoiced. So a lot of stuff went into this page, some general to-dos, release dates, stuff like that. And I don't know quite how I'm going to set it up yet. It could be different every month. I'm going to jump back into it and try to tweak it as I go along. I'll probably be doing videos on that. And then, like I said, this is where I write down the products I used in a video, and then I can refer to it when I put out the video so that I know exactly what products to link. These pages, like I said, are for meetings with brands or any other miscellaneous like ideas that I need to jot down. Just a basic general page. And then this year it's different where the task list is longer, like I said, but I still have these other 3 sections as well. So I used to have 4 sections, one for general to-dos, one for Patreon, one for sponsors and brands, and then one for like miscellaneous. But I have to think about how I'm going to set up each week for this. I don't quite know yet, but what I typically do is put like box stickers over the ones that I don't want on there and write in my own categories. So actually, why don't I set this up, some of it anyway, for the first week in January, just so you can have an idea of what I do. I'm just going to write January up here. Instead of using stickers, I'm just going to write in the dates here. So this would be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. this is where I write out the videos that I'm going to be putting out that week. So I'm just going to write YouTube here. And then what I've been doing, well, I haven't used this in a while, but when I did use this layout, I would take either bullet points or just boxes or something and put 2 or 3 here, and one like for YouTube, one for Instagram, one for TikTok, one for Patreon, that kind of thing, so I can track my posts on each day. I'll also use these days for like marking down if there's a big release that day or a sale or anything like that. So I'll usually do that at the bottom. I'm sorry, I don't know why my voice is so froggy right now. Sorry, I had to take a drink. Okay, so let's get a couple of box stickers for here. I'm going to use stickers from this journaling sticker book because I like them. And this way it'll match whatever I decide to do for my spread that week, since I'm not decorating it right now. I might decorate it later. And like I said, I think the decorations in my work planner will probably be pretty minimal this year. I want to really stick to functionality in this planner as much as I can. So I'm just going to leave tasks there. Let's cover this up and write YouTube on here because I think that's more fun. I don't know. Okay, so for the first week in January, let's try these categories. So that's going to be general to-dos. I'm going to write Patreon here for necessary Patreon things, whatever that might be for that week. And this is going to be brands, which might include sponsored videos or sales I have to mention or anything like that, any emails I have to write, just general to-dos for brands and sponsors. And then down here, let's use this right now as like a miscellaneous section because I don't know yet what I'm going to use it for. So I'm going to wait until that week, and that way I can just kind of feel it out as I go. So I'm going to leave that blank. All right, so that, let's write in 2023. Okay, so that's my first week. And then I'm actually probably just going to date each of these as I go, because sometimes I might want to use like fun stickers if I'm decorating it for the dates, you know what I mean? So I don't want to like limit myself by dating it all. Each month has a different number of days, so I may end up taking, you know, one of these pages out because I'll probably have too many, but like I like having that option in case I need it. Like I said, I'm going to date the other months like sitting and watching TV or something relaxing like that. Let's go ahead and, you know what, instead of having this here, now I'm thinking like I kind of want something else. Wait, let me go back to that page. I am going to use this page in the beginning. The reason being, I don't need 2022 calendar there. And this is more useful for me if I want to jot anything down or use it for something. I think I'd rather do that. That way I have the 2023 calendar here and I have the name page that I want. I think that makes more sense. I think for this one, I'm going to use stickers probably for my name. So let me get some of those. I have this new Playful Type sticker book and I haven't really looked at it too much yet, but let's use some letters from here. By the way, I'll link everything for you in the description box in case I didn't say that already. Ooh, maybe these. That's kind of cool. Let's hold on to that page. I want something kind of dark, maybe. Ooh, but these are cool. I like these actually. This is a cute sticker book. Okay, let's use these. I like these. I might do Planning with Bumble. It's going to be long though. The way I center letter stickers or center anything on my page is putting it on a ruler. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think I'm just going to do Planning with, and then I'll like draw in Bumble, you know, not draw in Bumble, but like write Bumble in after that underneath it because it's like pretty long. So I'm going to put each of these. Oh my gosh, this is such a pain. Wait, but I think I'm going to do it though. I do want it centered, so we'll just have to suck it up and get it done. Let's center it here. I'm gonna maybe have to move a couple of those. Anyway, you just center it that way and pop it off the ruler. It really does help to center things. But these, like I said, are not going to be, it kind of goes whoop, you know. Honestly, I don't care that much though. Let's just leave it like that. It's like planning. Ooh, I really like those letter stickers. Aren't they cute? Yeah. Okay, let's do Bumble in big letters. Let me get a Tombow pen probably, or a Pigma Micron maybe. I'm just gonna use black. I'm using a size 12 black Pigma Micron. I'm just gonna write Bumble in like big letters here, because she's the star of the show, you know? And of course, I started over too, I always do that. I just started over too far. But we'll center it with something on the other side, I guess. Ugh, it's so annoying. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. We'll do like a little heart there for Bumble. Yeah. Okay, so that's my name page. Now, in the back, I need some sections for Patreon because I have things I have to track for Patreon. And it's really helpful for me to have a section just for Patreon. I used to have a section in the back also for like video ideas or things like that, but I started keeping those in Google Docs because it was just easier for me to just type it in when I needed to. And so I've been using that for like YouTube videos that I want to film, ideas, brainstorming, suggestions. I've been doing that there just so it's always there for me to refer to, because that way I don't have to transfer it from planner to planner and all of that. But I will have a couple extra pages just to write down some ideas as I go. So here I have a Happy Plans and Notes notebook. I really like these because you have, ooh, those are pretty. Because you have like all these plastic dividers. They're really sturdy, but you have like all these months and a lot of no paper in these for anything you need it for, right? So I think I'm going to use this clear divider to section off Patreon in the back. So I just have a regular colorful boxes book here, and I'm just going to take this box sticker, put it on here, and write on there what it is. So what I'll probably do is do a printout of all of my tiers. So sometimes I forget on my Patreon who gets what, you know, what benefits are which tier. So I like to have that to reference. And so I'll print that out and put it in here. And then I'll also have sections for like I said, just things. There's a whole bunch of stuff I need to keep track of for Patreon. So I'll put that stuff in later. But I also have these sheets. Wait. These sheets came in a Be Happy box last year. It was a gratitude Be Happy box. And I thought these would really be helpful for me for keeping track of some things for Patreon. I'm going to put a couple in here. I don't quite know what I'm going to use them for. I know I'm going to use one. I like to keep track of who wins giveaways. Not that they can't win again, but if somebody wins like 5 times in a row, you know what I mean? I just like to know. So I keep track of who wins giveaways, which patrons I choose for like the patron inspiration video, which top tier patrons get a video during the month, stuff like that. So this is going to be good for that. What I'll do is like write, you know, video and then write the name of the person who gets it or something, just so I can keep track of that. So I'm going to need a couple pages for that because this is like 5 months here, you know. So I'll put a couple of those in for that. But then also I'm going to put a couple more in here just in case I need to use it for the months, you know, in case I want to track the posts that I make on Patreon, which is actually a really good idea. So what I might do is take one of these and put it in each month, you know, but I don't know yet. Maybe I should actually. I'm sorry, I'm like just trying to think my way through this. Okay, let me go back. I think this would be good to put in each month. That way I can probably use it as like a Patreon calendar of sorts. In the past, I've had 2 calendars. I've used like one for Patreon and one for YouTube. And so I put in like literally 2 calendars, but I don't think I need that calendar to be as big. So maybe I could use this one just to jot down the things I have during the month for Patreon. I think that might actually be a helpful thing. Where would I put it though? I guess here. I mean, that makes sense. We'll put it between those 2 note papers. I kind of want it right after the calendar, but at the same time, like, I can't have it right after the calendar. Do you know what I mean? So I could put it also in the front next to that. Maybe that's what I'll do. I could actually use one of these for YouTube and one of these for Patreon. But the problem with that is that YouTube, I always like need more space, I feel like. So I like cross things out, I write them in, I white them out. Like, I don't know. I just feel like YouTube, I need more because I do more switching with YouTube than I do with Patreon. So I think I'll stick with this for the first few months and see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to put more of these in here. I don't quite like these discs with these dividers, but I'm going to suck it up. Like I said, I don't look at the dividers very much, so we're okay, you know? That's the only monthly planner that I had, the monthly layout, and I didn't want to buy another planner just because the company gives me a lot of planners, and I felt like, ooh, that kind of matches though. I felt like it was being wasteful, like, because sometimes I have a lot of planners that don't go to use, you know, and then I feel like they were wasted. And I do give a lot away, or I'll do giveaways and stuff, but I feel like I didn't want to buy yet another planner. And I know, like, oh my gosh, such a good problem to have, which it is, but I just felt like that was a little bit wasteful and, like, I don't know, like gluttonous or something, you know what I mean? So I thought I'd just use what I had, so that's what I did. Okay, I'll set up the Patreon section later when I'm doing the monthlies with, you know, while I watch TV. Okay, I think that's it. I actually really like that. Oh no, I smeared it. Oh well, that's all right. Okay, so this is what my work planner looks like. I'm very excited. I will be doing some decorating a little bit here and there during the year, you know, since it's a dashboard and I like to give you dashboard ideas. But like I said, they might be a little more minimal. So for those of you who need a lot more space in the dashboard, you know, maybe that will help you. I also might be doing some after the pen videos, like writing in my work planner and showing you more about how I set it up. So stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe because it means a lot to me as a content creator. And also, I feel like I'm going to be putting out some pretty useful content this year. So I would hit that subscribe button. So thanks for that. And a like if you like this video. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate you. And I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.